This is just a little quick explanation of the code cheat sheet document. So when you're listing your description, writing your description in the information section of your record, you may want to add a photo or embed a YouTube video or do linked text where it says, for example, to see our website, click here, and then the word here is highlighted and you can click it and go to that website. Or you might want to bold or do bullet points or center something. So this cheat sheet just gives you all of this information in one place. Some of the codes are in the other instructional documents when necessary, like when they come up, but this is sort of something you can have open while you're working on your records, and so you can just open it, copy the link, and then paste it into the information section, and then do whatever else you need to do. So for example, if you were to do a photo, you would take this link, copy it, paste it into the information section of the record, and then where it says link here, you would take that out and you would paste the link from Amazon Web Service, that where the photo is hosted. This one to change the size of a photo. So this is just the regular piece of photo code, which you can see is the same as up here. I'm just gonna put that back. But then at the end, so you have the photo URL, the link there, and then you just can add at the end a little piece of code that says width equals, and then whatever percentage you want. So say you have an old photo that's been on there for a while, and maybe it's grainy and it's not high quality, but it's all you've got, and you just want to make it work. You can adjust the width of it. So if it's spread out 100% across the screen, it might be really grainy, but if you change the percentage to say 80% or 60%, it may look fine. This is the code for embedding YouTube videos. So you go to the YouTube video you want, and then to get the code, you have to click share and then embed, and then you copy that code and put it in there. Also in the information section of the record. Then to link text, so this is, as I was saying before, so you might say, this will make a certain word or a few words clickable and highlighted in the information section. So here you would say, for more information, please go to our, and then you put this link in, or this piece of code in, and then you would stick in the word or the phrase that you wanted highlighted. So here I have website, so then that would show up as highlighted. You could click it and it would be a hyperlink to your website. So it's just another way to sort of get people clicking and seeing the information that you have to offer. To make a link open in a new tab, if you want to do that, you have to just stick this little piece of code into the URL or the link that you're using. And then these are pretty self-explanatory. To bold text, you just put this little piece of code before the words that you want bolded, and then this one at the end. So see how this one has a slash in it, so that means begin bold, and this means end bold. So you have to open and close sort of the brackets, if you will, like to prevent everything past this from being bolded, if that makes sense. To do bullet points, it's these little triangular bracket arrow things with LI, and that will, if you do that before each line, it'll make a bullet point. If you close each line using the break LI piece of code, then that will make a space after each one, so it'll space out your bullet points. And this, if you just use this at the beginning, they're sort of a tighter list. To center a photo or to center some text, you use the same idea, but it's just a center instead of a letter. And for scrolling text, which I find really helpful in the public bulletin section of the record. So the public bulletin field is for a piece of information that's sort of important, like this facility is closed down right now for renovations or something like that. So you might want that to be scrolling across the screen because it catches attention. So you don't want someone looking at a record and thinking that this facility is open when it's not. So public bulletin's the very top field that the user sees. So you can use this marquee piece of code, and that will make the text scroll in that section. So that's a fun one to play around with. And then I also have just thrown the link to Amazon Web Services here, so you can easily follow that link and then sign into the console and get into your regional bucket. So I just wanted to go over that a little bit and explain it because it looks very confusing, but once you sort of start to understand code and you are just copy and pasting it, like you don't have to actually write any code. You're just copying and pasting and just making sure that everything goes in correctly so that the what you want to display on the record is being displayed.